Let me see. We have 50 on the call. I know we're expecting about 70 people, but for right now we can get started because of course we want to be conscious of time, right? Punctuality. So the path to success. Let's see. Yes, today is going to be amazing just because I know that we've been working. The past couple of weeks have been intense. We've been making sure that we're helping each other out, working as a team, encouraging each other. So let's talk a little bit today about coachability. All right. And you do want to, figure out if at all you have been coachable for the past couple of weeks. I know I've had a couple of sessions with my mentor and we've talked about whether or not I'm following, the steps that she's laying out for me. And so far, so good. So I want to pose the same question to every single one of you on this call. Are you being coachable? There is no way you can succeed if you're not coachable, guys. You need to be able to, follow instructions and follow, proven systems that work. And that is where I'm going to talk about a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset is someone that is not open to changes, is not comfortable changing, right? Someone who is just comfortable where they are and are not willing to innovate and catch up with the times. A growth mindset is someone who is open, who is receptive to change, who is who's always looking for new opportunities and possibilities. All right, these are people who are optimistic. Now, can you really be successful in any endeavor? Doesn't matter if you're in this platform or not, or in this business or not, or if you're an entrepreneur or not. Can you really be coachable? Can you really be successful if you're not coachable? Right? You may be successful, but it may take you what? Maybe twice the time, correct? What I've noticed and what I know is that when you stay, in sync with the system that works, things tend to move a little faster for you. All right. Welcome. I see a couple of people just came in. Welcome. All right. So you are who you are because of what you think about yourself. As a man thinks, so is he. How do you think about yourself? How do you see yourself? Because it's two different things. If I look at you and I say, oh, you are coachable, you are intense, you are reliable, you are, you can win, and I see all these possibilities, with you. But when you look at yourself, you don't see everything I'm telling you, then you're always going to diminish yourself. You're always going to look at yourself as less. So it doesn't matter what I tell you. It doesn't matter all the talking we do here. If you don't see yourself as worth it, if you don't see yourself as capable, if you don't see yourself as deserving, as deserving of abundance, of financial, freedom, of living a more fulfilled life. If you don't see yourself, achieving all these things, all I can do is talk. All I can do is, spill out all these words. But you're gonna have to do the hard work. And then we have a category of people. We have people who are where they are and are not really willing to change. So we have people who are in this path of success, who have started a journey, but somewhere in between, they can't find the energy to keep pushing. All right, and that's why you have me. That's why you have mentors and people that can help you win. All right, so we have people who don't want to do anything. We have people who wish they could do something. We have people who know that they can do something, and we have people who are doing things. You want to be in the category of people who are doing, who are not just thinking about it. All right, 100% not in the category of people who don't want to do anything, who are just comfortable where they are. Okay, I talk to a lot of people every day. Individuals who have been stuck with the weight they have, with the job they have, with the relationships they have, with the environment they're in. They're not happy about it. They talk negative about it all day. They're talking negative about their boss, their job, their whoever, their partner, the fact that they're putting on weight, but they're doing nothing about it. All they do is complain. All they do is spill out all these negative things. And negative attracts negative, guys. All right. So the more negative or the more pessimistic you are, the less progress you make, the more negative you're gonna be. So if you're gonna talk to me about I really want to change. I really want to make more money. I really want to lose weight. I really want to be more spiritual. I really want to be more deserving and loving. I want to live a more free life. You should be doing something about it. Don't just talk. All right? So you got to push yourself, guys. Every single day you wake up, you got to push yourself. You got to be determined and focused. You got to push yourself because no one is going to do it. Well, you have me who is pushing you every freaking day, right? But no one is going to do it aside from someone who really has your best interest at heart. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? Let me see you type in the chat. Let me see everyone type 111. Do you agree with me? That you are your biggest motivator. You can listen to motivational videos all day long. If you don't decide that you want to change and you start changing, nothing is going to happen. And if you're waiting for someone else to motivate you every single day, where it's going to be a problem keeping up. So you got to figure out how you can motivate yourself. When you wake up in the morning, what do you listen to? Who do you talk to? Who you associate with? All those things play a huge part into whether or not you stay consistent. All right? I'd say this. The key to your success is in your hand. It's in your hand. You know what you have to do, but you're not doing it. You know exactly what you have to do, but you're not doing it. You're waiting for some external factor or some person or something to help you make the decisions you know you're supposed to be making. I want you to identify the fact that you hold the keys to your future. You hold the keys to your success. All right? And when you acknowledge it, then you can seek the right guidance. You can seek the right mentorship and the right coaching. But the problem with most of us, myself included, is there are tasks where you're trying to figure out step 10 without taking the first step. There are a lot of people I talk to that want to start a business, or I give them this business idea and they're telling me, how much am I going to make? When do I start making money? When is everything going to align? They have not taken the first step of deciding to take the business opportunity, or deciding to go to the gym, or deciding to start praying or start working out. They have not taken the first step, but they are so concerned about what the outcome is going to be, right? They are so concerned about what the result is going to be. You'll get no results if you don't start. It's the same as you can't expect to harvest from your farm if you did not plant anything. It's only those that plant that can harvest. Do you agree with me? Everyone type a 1 in the chat if you agree with me. 100%. So I want to walk you through this different stages of achieving your goal. There are different stages to this. And you can apply this to whatever you're trying to do. In business, personal life, your faith, you name it. Fitness, any aspect of your life you can achieve, you can apply this principle or these stages. The first step or the first stage in any goal that you set or any business idea or anything that you're trying to achieve is called informed optimism. It's called informed optimism because you don't know what it's going to take to achieve that goal. You're just excited. It's like on New Year's Day when everyone set up their new, New Year's resolution, and are all excited about what the big things they're going to achieve and how life is going to be amazing and how they're going to achieve this goal and that goal and blah, 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 blah. For the first week, you're still excited. The first month, maybe you're still excited. But what happens a couple of weeks or months in? You start falling behind. The excitement kind of dies away because now you figure out it's not going to be easy losing this one pack. Right? It's not going to be easy putting up all this muscle. It's not going to be easy running this business, this brand new business that I just came up with. It's not going to be easy, keeping up with this routine that I just started. So what happens? You go into the second stage. First stage, informed optimism. You're just excited, but you don't know what it's going to take. Second stage is called informed pessimism. Informed pessimism because the first step is uninformed optimism. Uninformed optimism. Because you're not informed, but you're just excited, right? Second step is informed pessimism. Because now you've figured out what it's going to take to achieve that goal, and you're probably not happy with it. Now you know that it's going to take you reading a book. It's going to take you going to the gym. It's going to take you cutting back on some food that you're eating. It's going to take you praying. It's going to take you reading, studying some business plans or whatever. Attending meetings. It's going to take you doing all this hard work and you're not cut out for it. right? So now you're informed pessimism because now you know what it takes. And then everyone falls to the third stage. This is where all dreams die. It's called the valley of despair. The valley of despair is where every single person stops working. They quit whatever they're doing because they get to that stage where they don't want to move on. They don't want to do the work anymore, all right? Everything is not as juicy or as rosy as they thought. And so they cannot keep up, and that is why they fall behind. They fall behind because now they figure out, I'm probably not cut out for this thing, all right? It's not making any sense. The naysayers come in at this stage because now you've exposed yourself to negativity. So the naysayers come in and add even more fuel to your doubt, all right? And that is where you need to be more resilient and more determined and conscious, because this is where all your dreams are going to fade away. This is where everyone quits. Everyone quits right here, the valley of despair, because nothing is working. Your plan is not going as smoothly as you thought it would, and so you don't find the strength to keep going. But that is where I want you to stay consistent. I want you to stay resilient, because guess what? If you succeed past this stage, you get to where what is called informed optimism. And informed optimism is where you've kind of figured out everything is going to take you to succeed at that business, with that career, or with that new strategy that you're working on. Informed optimism is where all you need to do is apply consistency and resilience, of course. All right? That is where every single person who succeeds at anything, if you make it up to this stage, is where you can start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And all you need to do is apply some consistency. And of course, you get to your, to your ultimate goal, success. That is where you and I are aiming for. That is where every single person should be aiming for. This is what I notice with most people. They end at the third stage, and then they find some new shiny object or some new goal or some new thing they want to achieve, and they jump into it. Guess what? They jump back into uninformed optimism, and they start the cycle all over again. And then they quit, and then they start all over. Today we are all winners. We're all winners because we are going to stick to the path. And we're going to be determined and know that we're not just doing it for us, we're doing it for the people that are not yet born, the generations to come. Do you agree with me? Because we're building for the long term. All right? So I want you to leave this call with a couple of things, of course. One of them being the fact that you've got to be more disciplined. You've got to be more accountable for your success. All right? Because the only requirement to success is availability. If you're not available, you're not coachable. If you're not available, you cannot learn. If you're not available, you cannot grasp the tricks of the business, of the game. So I want you to be more committed. I want you to be more determined. I want you to actually decide that you are going to make this work. All right? With that fitness program, with that business that you're doing, with that new course or new whatever that you're whatever goal you have set for yourself, I want you to know the different stages so that it doesn't surprise you when it comes. It doesn't hit you by surprise when that time comes where you're doubting yourself and people telling you it's not going to work, and people telling you no, and people criticizing you, and people saying all sorts of things about you. You know that it's expected, because someone who cannot do what you're doing has no other option but to criticize. Small-minded people criticize. You and I have an open mind and a big mind, right? And that is why we encourage. We encourage each other. We see the possibility in each other. That is why we are very optimistic about what the future holds for us. All right? Some other people still joining, so we're gonna have to do a recap, right, when we're done with the second part of this session. But thank you so much, everyone. I know that it's gonna be a great year. We're off to a great start. The numbers are looking amazing. All right, and I have no doubt that we're gonna win. All right, I'm gonna hand it over to the next presenter before I take it back again. All right.